Thank you for joining us on the live report, 12 p.m. this afternoon on Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the headlines we're tracking. His sentence being suspended, the bail being granted is not going to go unchallenged. As Republic fights for the Unnao survivor, Kuldeep Sengar, the former BJP MLA's bail has been challenged. CBI decides to wake up and challenge the order, the bail order granted to former BJP MLA Kuldeep Sengar. Private petitioners also come forward. On Christmas Eve, Fringe goes on a vandalism spree. Christmas celebrations targeted in different parts of India. Khalida Zia's son, Tarique Rahman, returns to Dhaka, likely to take over after Yunus in the next election. Another bus up in flames in Karnataka, 10 killed in the fire that was sparked following a collision. Ladies and gentlemen, on the day that Kuldeep Sengar, the former BJP MLA, was granted bail by the Delhi High Court, Republic TV questioned the court order. It was an Arnab's debate when we questioned why the order was sending a wrong message. Lawyers, former National Commission for Women Chiefs, and leading women voices, activists came out, spoke about how a wrong message was being sent. The order, the bail order to Kuldeep Sengar has now been challenged. It's not just the victim who will be moving the Supreme Court on the Sengar bail. The CBI has last night confirmed that they will be challenging the order. CBI will be challenging it. There is a private petition that has also been filed in the Supreme Court as we speak, and the Sengar bail order is being challenged. This is after Republic spoke about it, campaigned and started a petition as well. We've begun a petition. If you want Kuldeep Sengar to stay in jail, then join the petition on Republic. Republic also spoke to the Unnao survivor. We've been speaking to her for the last 2 days as she goes knocking on the doors of justice. My colleague Shavan spoke to her last evening. Here's a small excerpt of that interview.
ये कई सालों में जितनी आपको लड़ाई लड़नी पड़ी,
मेरा तो यही कहना है क्योंकि मैं 23 तारीख को डेट लगी थी, जजमेंट का ऑर्डर आना था और मैं गई थी हाई कोर्ट, 46 कोर्ट नंबर में ये जजमेंट होना था और मैं इस जजमेंट से बहुत दुख महसूस कर रही हूँ। मुझे बहुत आहत है। मुझे लगा कि मैं यहीं पे अपना सुसाइड कर लूँ और मर जाऊँ। तो मैंने सोचा मेरे 2 बच्चे हैं, मेरी विकलांग सास है, हस्बैंड है, परिवार है, भाई है, बहन है, ये सब हैं। इसको सोचते हुए हमने सोचा कि जिंदा रह के ही लड़ेंगे, संघर्ष करके ही इंसाफ मिलता है और मरने से तो इंसाफ नहीं मिलेगा। मर जाएंगे उसके बाद में तो कुछ नहीं होगा। मर जाएंगे, जांच होगी, कुछ होगा, होता रहेगा, लेकिन इंसाफ नहीं मिलेगा। और मैं यही कहना चाहती हूँ कि मेरे चाचा ने क्या किया। मेरे चाचा ने किसी लड़की को छेड़ा भी नहीं, ना किसी बेटी के साथ रेप किया, ना किसी बेटी को आंख उठा के देखा, ना किसी के साथ गलत किया। उस इंसान को 10 साल की सजा सुनवा के और उनको 7 साल जेल में रहते हुए हो गया। उनको बेल पैरोल कुछ नहीं मिली। मेरे पापा की 13वीं पड़ी हुई है। आज कितने साल हो गए, 2018 में मारे गए थे, आज ये 26 आने वाला है और सोचो आप कितने साल हो गए कि उनकी आत्मा भटक रही है। मेरे पिता की, मेरे दादी की, मेरे चाची की, सबकी आत्माएं भटक रही हैं। एक इंसान को 10 दिन की पैरोल बेल नहीं मिलती कि अपने भाई का, अपनी माँ का, अपनी वाइफ का काम कर सके। आके दाह संस्कार के लिए 1 दिन के लिए पैरोल मिलती है, उसके बाद उनको जेल में कर दिया जाता है। और ऐसे रेप के आरोपी विधायक कुलदीप सिंह सेंगर को इतना बड़ा फैसला, देश का ये पहला ऑर्डर है जो ऐसा हुआ है।
Okay, we have Riyanka joining us live. Riyanka has been tracking the survivor as she knocks on the doors of justice. She told Republic she would be moving the Supreme Court. When is that likely to happen, Riyanka? We are hearing that more and more petitioners are also coming forward. Another petition has been filed as we speak in the Supreme Court.
As we know, there are several developments that have been taking place. First, with the CBI that has decided, and it's all set to go knock the doors of the Supreme Court and challenge the particular order that has been given by the Delhi High Court to suspend the life imprisonment of Kuldeep Singh Sengar, the person convicted in this matter, the former BJP MLA. Secondly, we saw that the victim has been making several consultations with her counsel, and we also spoke to the counsel exclusively yesterday as well, where he had in fact said that he is going to be preparing the entire draft, and they will take some time to prepare it, and then they will be reaching out to the Supreme Court. Mostly that is going to happen after the vacation is over. But what we also know that the victim is each and every day planning to make visits to politicians and also make her visits to the lawyer itself. Even today, in some time from now, we can expect the victim to once again reach out to her counsel's office for further consultations in this matter. On the other hand, as you also rightly mentioned, then Ranjan, that there is a private petition that has been filed by advocate Anjali Patil and Pooja Shilpka. These two female advocates have filed a petition in the Supreme Court challenging the suspension of Kuldeep Singh Sengar's life imprisonment. So that kind of a pressure is already being built on the court, and it is likely that we will be seeing that this matter be listed post the vacation is over. So slowly this particular case is developing forward,
Yes.
as there is a pressure on the court as well as the CBI when it's coming in to put forward its own petition challenging the Delhi High Court's order. We are going to be seeing that more developments will be flowing in the next few days coming forward.
Yes. In fact, Republic TV has been asking for the order to be reversed. In fact, the CBI has last night woken up. What has the CBI said? We saw a statement come in confirming that they would be challenging this order.
That's right. That's right. The CBI has in fact gone ahead and very clearly mentioned that they are in all progress to challenge this particular order, and the fact that they are going to be filing a special leave petition that is going to be there. They are going to be doing it at the earliest. That has something been assured from the side of the CBI, that they are going to be filing the SLP, the special leave petition, at the earliest in front of the Supreme Court division bench, and they want to carefully examine the division bench order that has in fact gone ahead and suspended the life imprisonment of Kuldeep Singh Sengar in this case. And CBI is quite strong-headed to take this case forward, as we were also expecting for the CBI to come ahead and make a move. So that is something that we will be expecting in the coming days. Also, there has been no particular date where the CBI has said that they will be filing the petition, but what they have mentioned is that they are going to do it at the earliest, an SLP at the earliest.
I have one of the advocates who's challenged the order joining us on the phone line right now. This is Advocate Anjali Patil, who filed the petition in the Supreme Court questioning this order. She's on the phone line with us right now. Anjali, if you can tell us what you thought about the order and how it was worded especially.
यस सर, सबसे पहले मैं करें कि ये पिटीशन मैंने इसलिए फाइल किया है कि क्योंकि रेप और मर्डर जैसे सीरियस अपराधों में हाईकोर्ट ने बेल दिए, सिर्फ इस आधार पे कि अपराधी 7 साल 5 महीने में जेल कर चुका है, और कहता है कि फॉर्मेलिटीज होने के 1 घंटे के अंदर रिलीज करो। ऐसे कितने आर्डर माननीय हाईकोर्ट ने आर्डर लिखाए हैं, और माननीय हाईकोर्ट ने कहा है कि पब्लिक सर्वेंट की परिभाषा में नहीं आता है। अपराधी तो जब हमारे रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ही पब्लिक सर्वेंट की परिभाषा में नहीं आएंगे तो कौन आएगा। मैं कहना चाहूंगी कि पब्लिक सर्वेंट की परिभाषा को माननीय हाईकोर्ट ने गलत तरह से इंटरप्रेट किया है, ये पिटीशन इसलिए फाइल करनी जरूरी थी क्योंकि ये अपराध बहुत सीरियस है और ऐसे माननीय हाईकोर्ट ऐसे एक तरफा जमानत देगा तो महिलाएं इस समाज में अपने आप को कैसे सुरक्षित महसूस करेंगी?
हाँ जी, क्योंकि अभी जो ऑर्डर दिया गया है, एंड आई एम गोइंग टू रीड आउट फ्रॉम द ऑर्डर, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन. द ऑर्डर मेड अ फ्यू मेंशंस ऑफ, especially, and I'm going through the details. The order spoke of how a public servant definition, it spoke about him being a public servant, right? It said the appellant, in this case Sengar, cannot be brought into the ambit of aggravated penetrative sexual assault under Section 5 of POCSO Act. Point number one. Point number two. Section 5 of POCSO Act is not made out against appellant on account of him not falling within the definition of public servant. And point number three, the appellant, or Sengar in this case, has already undergone 7 years under incarceration, which is more than the minimum number of years. So these points have been questioned by several people. Patil ji.
मेरा ये मानना है कि ये पब्लिक सर्वेंट क्यों नहीं माने जाएंगे? ये पब्लिक के लिए ही काम करते हैं, सोसाइटी के लिए ही करते हैं, गवर्नमेंट के लिए करते हैं, गवर्नमेंट इनको पे करती है.
नहीं, ये आप ठीक है, क्योंकि ये एमएलए था, जब अरेस्ट हुआ था तो ये एमएलए था, तो कैसे बोल सकते हैं कि ये पब्लिक सर्वेंट नहीं है और नहीं थे या नहीं थे? ही वॉज अ पब्लिक सर्वेंट व्हेन ही वाज अरेस्टेड.
मुझे लगता है कि सजा कम करने के लिए ही हाई कोर्ट ने ऐसा इंटरप्रिटेट किया है. इसलिए मेरा मानना है कि सिक्योरिटी इस तरीके से, महिलाओं की सिक्योरिटी के लिए, और एक एमएलए इस तरीके से किसी भी विक्टिम के साथ करते हैं, और उन्होंने किया ही नहीं विक्टिम के साथ. कुलदीप जी, सेंगर जी ने, इन्होंने उनके रिलेटिव को, उनके फादर को ही मर्डर करवा दिया है इस केस को, क्योंकि इस केस में जो गवाहें थे, विटनेस के तौर पे आना चाह रहे थे और आ ही रहे थे, तभी ये सब चीजें हुई हैं. तो ऐसे कैसे कोई भी फीमेल अपने आप को सुरक्षित महसूस करेगी?
यस, हाँ जी, देखते हैं. अंजलि जी, थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग अस. अंजलि is the advocate who filed the petition in the Supreme Court. CBI is going to challenge the bail order to Sengar, the former BJP MLA whose sentence has been suspended. Let's move on now and get you some more news on the live report. We are tracking the stories closely. Sengar cannot get away. He should not be allowed to get away. For someone who targeted the victim, even when he was in jail, the victim's father has died in judicial custody. Victim was rammed by a truck without a number plate. She lost 2 aunts. He cannot be allowed to be released. Ladies and gentlemen, across India there have been incidents of vandalism on Christmas Eve. We're getting in some pictures. Christmas celebrations targeted, attacked at multiple locations in India, including Raipur, Chhattisgarh, Nalbari, Assam, where Christmas celebrations were on. Different groups, mostly fringe groups, targeting Christmas celebrations. Now, we don't have reports of any arrests being made or cases being filed. In Raipur, these groups entered a mall called the Magneto Mall and damaged decorations. This is Nalbari, Assam. This is Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh, where celebrations were halted. Protests were carried out. And in a mall, they were seen destroying the Christmas decorations that were put up. And Shivam is live with the details. Let me go across to him. Shivam, if you can give us a roundup of what has happened where and what action has been taken specifically on these instances.
Yes, Niranjan, there are 3 incidents of vandalism that has taken place across the country, and primarily the places which have been reported. First is Raipur, second is Bareilly, and the third is a school in Assam that has been targeted by the members of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. I will start from what happened in Raipur. This was during Chhattisgarh Bandh that the vandalism took place. The protesters have damaged the Christmas decorations. They do not want people to celebrate Christmas or a Christian celebrations as they are demanding. Now, during this Bandh, it was called by Sarv Samaj Chhattisgarh on Wednesday, and this incident of vandalism was reported. And very clear, a large number of activists were present at the location and supporting the Bandh, and they were out in different locations, different parts of cities. They were forcing shops and establishments to close. During this time, what happened is the protesters reached Magneto Mall in Raipur. And now that is the mall where the vandalism took place, where the decorations were removed when everything was damaged. The protesters damaged the Christmas tree, very symbolic, very important, very loved by the Christians, very symbolic for the Christians, the Christmas tree. And the Santa Claus figures were also destroyed by the protesters who were there. They were on a vandalism spree. They were on there, and they destroyed other decorative items also there. Moving on, in Assam also, a similar situation unfolded where the members of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, they entered a school. They have warned the authorities to not have such celebrations. They are against such celebrations, and they don't want children to be celebrating either Christmas or any other Christian festivals as they want. Thirdly, also in Bareilly, a similar incident was reported. Now here, the Bajrang Dal activists staged a strong protest, and that was outside the St. Alphonsus Cathedral Church in Bareilly. Now the activists here sat down in front of the church's main gate and they chanted slogans, just slogans like Jai Shri Ram, Har Har Mahadev, and similar slogans were also heard when it comes to Assam, the school, the St. Mary's school which was in Assam. They also demanded the removal of the Jesus Christ, the statue also. So pretty tense situation was seen in many parts. Police is trying to take action, but yes, they shouldn't have had happened when the government is wishing everybody, the PM is wishing everybody a Merry Christmas, and such kind of incidents are reported, whether it's Raipur, whether it's Bareilly, or whether it's Assam, and especially a school shouldn't have been targeted by the fringe elements, by these members who call that they are connected to the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, VHP, who should be known for restraint in such matters, because it is a day of celebration for the Christians, especially it's the 25th December, it's a day of celebration for Christians around the world, and this sends across a very wrong message to the world, Niranjan.
Yes, absolutely, and especially if they get away without any action, 10 questions will be asked. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Shivam, for that. Let's get you some other stories on the live report now. A developing story across the border in Bangladesh, which has seen a bomb blast last night, a lynching of a Hindu in the last few days. And it appears that Yunus's time is coming to an end. There is a huge political development in Bangladesh with the return of Tarique Rahman, a politician who has been in exile. Now, he's the acting chairman of the Bangladesh's main opposition, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, or the BNP. He's also the eldest son of the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Khalida Zia. He's returned to Bangladesh a few hours back after nearly 18 years in exile. He's been in London for the last 18 years. He's just returned this morning, and he's likely, according to insiders in Bangladesh, likely to be ahead in the elections that take place in February next year. Significant political development. The parliamentary elections are in 2026. His party is planning large rallies to welcome him and to position him as a leading contender for the next elections. Now, his return follows the legal clearing of the convictions after the fall of Sheikh Hasina's government. Abid is joining us live from Dhaka. I'm going across to Abid. Abid, there have been reports that he's ahead. If there were to be elections held, the BNP is ahead and he's ahead. Is that correct?
It's not that. It's absolutely correct, because you never know that what the election says, as Jamaat, NCP and other political teams are also there in the field. But yes, I mean, in some sort of sense, the popularity and the overall context says that he can be likely the next president of the next one who can be in the ring. So yeah, we can hope that, as many people are supporting BNP, Bangladesh Nationalist Party, and also they're actually very happy that he came back into this country after 18 years.
A little bit about Tarique Rahman. right? He's been in exile for 18 years, being tipped as the successor because by virtue of being the eldest son of Khalida Zia. Tell us a little bit more about him and what he stands for.
Yes, he's. You already said that he's the current chairman of Bangladesh Nationalist Party (BNP), and he's also the eldest son of Khaleda Zia. And what if we can see that he had a lot of problem during those 18 years, and he was living in London because he cannot come back into this country. And also, his younger brother, actually, Koko, was also killed some years back. So you can see that PNP was, as a party, not that much active to the field for last 17 or 18 years. They were active, but they were not getting any sort of power or anything like that. But after 5 August 2024, they are actually very active right now, and they are actually having this kind of philosophy that Tarique Zia, the return of Tarique Zia is a game changer for them also at the same time.
Yes. Now, what is his, just to get an understanding, because the problem in Dhaka that we are seeing, and there was a bomb blast last night, right? And there has been a radical free run for many of these extremist groups in Bangladesh. Now, vis-a-vis the radicals, vis-a-vis the Jamaat, what is likely to be the stand of Tarique Rahman on these elements especially?
Yes. Thank you so much. Tarique Rahman is always focusing on the political movement, and he's always focusing on the philosophy that he wants to do for people. And there is, in kind of Jamaat's approach or philosophy, they are more like they lean into the Islamic part too much. But in Tarique Zia, it's not like that. He's more liberal, and also BNP is the same. They're actually having this liberal mindset, and they want to create the overall country by taking every people. And it seems likely that their popularity is really greater than other parties such as Jamaat and NCP, and also other political parties. So yes, it is a very important role that he's having right now.
Thank you for joining us with those inputs. Abid reporting for Republic from Dhaka. We'll keep a close watch on the developments there. That's it on this edition of the Live Report, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a break here on Republic. We'll come back with the headlines of that and more. Interesting next few weeks in Bangladesh. We're also expecting Tarique Rahman to address the people of Bangladesh in a short while from now. Live updates will continue from Dhaka.